Hi, my name's Zelle from Recognize, not one but two Z's, and I got with me
Crenshaw.
Man, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Zelle. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm with this wonderful, talented artist coming out of Cleveland, Ohio. If y'all haven't seen his work, man, y'all better check it out. I actually got some of his work on our website, behind the scenes clips, and it's definitely dope. So tell me how you got started.
Well, actually, I got started at the University of Toledo. I was doing studies in recreational and leisure studies, and I really wanted to get involved in school, so I got involved in the BSU fashion shows. And in the BSU fashion shows, I became a scene coordinator, and I had to make the garments for my models. So we went to a lot of different thrift stores throughout the city. So I went to a lot of thrift stores throughout the city, and I used to take the garments, cut them up, and just customize different things. And after that, I was involved after BSU fashion shows. I got involved in Culture Shock fashion show. And a lot of people are familiar with that because that was a fashion show that used to go on every year, and it used to be all the colleges. So it used to be BG, Toledo, Kent, Akron, Cleveland State, and eventually more schools got added to it once towards the end of them actually stopped having that show. And once I got involved in that, I was introduced to a young lady, and she got me involved in the costume design class. And from there, I took the costume design class. It was something that I really loved to do. And I just came home. I was at the University of Toledo, but I ended up coming home and I enrolled myself in Virginia Marty, which is a fashion design school. And it's not only fashion design, but fashion merchandising, graphic design, digital media, anything you could think with arts. That's what that school took care of. It's on the west side of Cleveland, and it was a small learning environment, so I was able to get that hands-on experience with my instructor. So, and after I did that, I just kept doing a lot of different shows here in Cleveland, out of town in Atlanta, Columbus, and the capital. And from there, I really started getting my customers from my models. They were all underage and they needed to go to prom, and they needed a prom dress made. So that's when I started making my prom dresses. I started doing 2 dresses for the past 3 years. I did about 4 dresses each prom season. And this year was my biggest year that I had, and I had 9 girls and one guy, and it all worked out pretty good. And as you know, it went viral. So that's how it all started, and that's where I'm at now, and I'm just trying to grow from that.
Man, this guy been working. You see, man, he done told you a lot of details and stuff like that. But so like, how did you get inspired in fashion?
With fashion, I always was inspired in fashion. Like when I was in high school, I used to always get everything custom made. When it was a homecoming season or like for prom, everything I had was custom made. I used to look up to Skittles. You know who Skittles is for Cupcake Mafia? Yep. So she used to always get her stuff custom made, and she was just so dope to me. And she was involved with Runway Mayhem fashion show. The first year that they was involved, it was me, Skittles, Coley Steele, Jovan Terrence. It's a t-shirt guy, I don't want to mess up his, D. Berry.
Oh yeah, Brandon Michael.
Brandon Michael. And no, that's not him. It's another guy. But but you know who I'm talking about. But that was the first fashion show, and I just looked up to Skittles because she always used to do special things, and I would call her and she would give me her contact information. It used to be a guy by the name of Nervism, and he did custom, like he did glitter on people's shirts or shoes, whatever the case may be, and he knocked it out. So that inspired me. And then for prom season, there's a guy by the name of Sir Walter, and him and his wife has been designing prom dresses for everyone throughout Cleveland, and he made my prom outfit for when I went to prom. And when I went to her, I had showed her some pictures of some drawings that I had, and she was like, well, what you doing? You need to be doing this. And I'm just like, okay, one step at a time. I got used to it, and I'm still have growth. So I want to learn more because I want to do more things and build a bigger and better brand. And in high school, I was best dressed. So a lot of people know me by always doing little extra things or special things in high school. Me and my executive board, we put on our first fashion show my senior year. It was called It's a Photo Shoot. It was a Gucci Man, the song. Yeah. So we called it It's a Photo Shoot. And from there on, I always had an eye for fashion when I was younger. I used to look in Jet magazine, and they used to have the brides in the back of the magazine, and I would look at that all the time. I was just always inspired by beauty, like things like Cinderella. You know, I know that's weird, but I mean, Cinderella was nice to me. I used to always, her blue dress, and then when Brandy came out with Cinderella, that was super dope. And I used to always just look at the costumes, and it's just something that inspired me, and I always wanted to be that fresh guy, you know. So I used to like clothes, and I used to look up to people who was always fresh, and I would try to, you know, be fresh with them and be that fresh guy. And that's how I was interested in any type of arts in general, just being creative. My grandmother, she used to sit down and we used to make things out of paper. So it all started from the beginning, like from being young and just having like a big imagination and just dreaming a lot, and I take those dreams and make them into reality.
Wow, man. Yeah, like I said, if y'all haven't checked his work out, y'all need to, man. This guy is, man, he's gonna be bigger than Polo, man. He's gonna be bigger than a lot of designers, like seriously though, man. But so who would you want to work with? Like, name a couple of clients you would want to design for.
First of all, I really would like to design for Beyonce. So if you hear me, hit me up, definitely. Beyonce, Gabrielle Union, Queen Latifah, any Ashanti, Brandy, all the top female artists, and just Michelle Obama too. Like, even like dresses for Michelle Obama. Like, I want to design for that powerful woman. Like, I like women with confidence, like things like that. Like, so when I design for my customers, I try to pull from their personality. And yeah, the big people are always a plus, but the little people matter the most, because that's how I'm getting where I'm getting now. Like Michaela, like, she was one of my models from Runway Mayhem, and when I designed for her, she brought the best out in me. Like, her creative mind of even having me do an African print dress, I never would have thought of doing an African print dress, but her giving that idea to me helped me build to make something even better than what it is. So Beyonce, hit me up. Kelly, Michelle, everybody hit me up, because I'm ready for you.
Better check this boy out, man. Man, definitely. But so let's talk about the viral dress. Like, when did you find out, like, how did you find out like your dress went viral?
Well, at first this, like, one of her friends, Michaela friends, had posted it on Twitter, and we was like, no, just wait to post it, just wait till she get to line up. So she got to line up, you know, everybody was showing up. I had other girls at the lineup. Everybody looked nice. Like, first of all the girls for prom did an amazing job this year. Like, everyone looked beautiful. But Michaela, I didn't really realize how big it was. I was at my friend's house. Like, I was just sitting there. Usually after I get out of prom season, I just go chill with friends and just relax, because I've been in the basement for weeks, days, nights. So I was sitting there, and my phone just started chirping like crazy. Like, it just started just going and going. I don't even get on, so I'm not really a social media type guy. So when it was going crazy, I'm like, you know, what's going on? And I looked at my phone on Facebook, and it was a blog called by Fashion Bomb Weekly, and it had 16,000 likes on it, and my mouth just dropped, and I just instantly started crying, like, because that's just like a dream that a lot of designers have wanted to, not even designers, just anybody with a business want something like that to happen for their company, because it's such a big thing. Yeah. And all I could do is cry. Like, I called, my family started calling me, and then it was just like, okay, it's gonna hit the shade room. I'm like, all right, y'all, you know, it's big, but let's see. it hits the shade room. My family just started calling me. My friends was reposting it. Like when the picture was going everywhere, my friends was like, DeAndre made it, DeAndre made it, DeAndre Crenshaw made this, like people from my high school, friends that I kick it with every day, my family, everybody was making sure I was getting the credit for that dress. So I really appreciate everybody doing that for me, because I wasn't gonna be able to do that by myself. And it was an amazing thing. Like it's still unreal today, because it not only went viral on the internet, like it was everywhere. Like it was on like Yahoo and BET, like, and there was a lot of people contacting me from everywhere, like from the Virgin Islands, Bahamas, Australia, France. People were saying if I could ship the dress there. I'm like, I just made the dress from my basement, so it's just like, I don't know if I can ship it to you, but I mean, we'll work something out for next year, But it's truly a blessing, It was definitely a blessing sent from God, and all I can do is respect that and keep going and put Him first and make some more things go viral. And I want y'all to just be there with me, stick with me, support my business, and let's support one another, and let's make something happen big here in Cleveland, because the fashion industry in Cleveland about to go so hard in the next couple of years. Just Cleveland period is about to be big, and it's so many people here that design, that does some dope things but have not been noticed by anyone. Like the designers, we get looked over by the hype of things, and we don't really get the credit that we really deserve. But it's going to change, and a lot of good things going to happen for a lot of designers here in Cleveland, not just myself. So I just appreciate everything, everybody that tagged me in a picture, whatever the case may be. Thank you, I appreciate it, and I'm going to keep doing my best for you, and I'm going to make you proud.
Man, that's definitely good, man. See, hard work definitely pays off. So how long have you been designing for?
Well, I've been designing since 2010. That's when I did my first fashion show. That was the Culture Shock fashion show I was telling you about. But I really wasn't doing anything. I had friends that was telling me, like, you ain't really doing nothing, Dre. Like, all you doing is gluing stuff together. And I'm like, okay, so what can I do to make me actually be a designer? That's why I started taking classes and educating myself so I can learn these things. And when I was learning these things, it was hard. It's still hard to this day, because there's a lot of things that I don't even know how to do yet, but I have to learn them, because the hurdle that I faced in my career was just staying focused. When it comes to designing, you don't really be around your friends a lot. It's a lot of self-time that you have to yourself, and you have to really be patient, and that's the one thing that I've done, like especially growing up, right? I'm 25 right now, but I was still in that college stage, it's still going out partying, but you have to really sacrifice those things and know that will come later on. Like the work is now. You do all your work now, and once you get about 30, whatever the case may be, or I mean, some people they're able to party right now, but for me, it was just that I really had to stay focused and be determined to produce things that was dope to other people, because a lot of people didn't like what I was making. My father, he used to get mad because I was spending so much money on these fashion shows. Like the money that goes for the fashion shows, that's money out of my pocket. I'm not sponsored by anyone. No one has invested in me. I've invested into myself. So sometimes I might not pay my car note, because I'm doing this show and I need to have these garments for this show, and I'll put that first before I do anything, but I know it's gonna pay off. So it's a lot of sacrifices you have to take, and some people gonna be mad. They'll get over it. If people really love you, they're gonna stick by you no matter what. And that's the main line. You just stay focused. Don't let nobody ever tell you can't do anything, or don't let nobody tell you maybe this is not for you, because God didn't put you on this. If it wasn't for you, God wouldn't have put me on the earth. God didn't put you on this earth for you to do, he put you on this earth to do this. You feel me? Like, it was something, now this wasn't what you probably originally wanted to do, but some way, somehow, it was steps that led up to you even wanting to do this. And now that you're doing it, you got to keep doing it because it's a gift. Everyone can't do this. Like, I feel a little, like being in front of a camera, it's weird, but you got to get comfortable and do these things. You gotta push the other things aside and not worry about what everybody else gonna think or how people gonna judge you. You just gotta keep doing you and let your brand speak for itself. I want my brand to speak for myself. DeAndre Crenshaw is not connected to my brand. It's Indelible DC, and then there's DeAndre Crenshaw. I'm the designer, but then I also got a team of people that's working with me too, and that's Indelible DC. That's what's gonna be here when I'm gone, and that's what you got to do. You got to build a legacy and be an example for people that's growing up or want to start their own fashion show. Start their own clothing lines or businesses themselves, because you don't have to work for someone. Everyone can have their own business. It's not that you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a lawyer. If you have a special gift, you go do that special gift. It might be cooking. You might like baking cakes. But hey, you can make the best cakes in America. You never know that. You got to do it. And you can't worry about what nobody else going to say. You just stay positive and you keep going no matter what.
In a couple years, like, what are the new trends that's coming?
The new trends for males and females is really fashion evolves. Like, it's constantly changing. It's not like right now, like what's the trend, like it's the African print. Actually, the trend reflects what's going on in the world at that moment. So it's just like when 70s the bell bottoms was out. Yeah. It's back out now, so it's in the next couple of years I see a more futuristic type movement. It's a lot of things that's going on in the world that's extremely important, and fashion is going to reflect those things. So the way people dress is going to be whatever's going on, and it's gonna change. Like right now, even right now, it's a 90s vibe. But remember when it was the 90s vibe back then? Look what was going on back then. The same fashion trends that we're in right now is what they was wearing back in the 90s when we was all born or just being born, and all of those historical events was going on. So it's fashion evolves around whatever's going on in the world, or whatever the designer wants to put out there. It depends. It really depends on who's actually designing these clothes. Because some people might like making vintage things, but those vintage things are timeless. Those things go forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But also those things go out of style, and people want the new things. But when you have these new trends, they last for a second and then they're out. So it's kind of better if you stay with those timeless things, because those timeless styles never go out of style. Like the polo shirts, like they're just skirts in general, like the basic pieces never go out of style. The only thing that we do is just change the fabric and put our own little twist on it, because our ancestors started it. And that's how I look at it too. Like it was people sitting in rooms just sewing for whoever their master was, and their master was taking whatever they was getting made and showing they family how to make it, or having our ancestor show them how to make it, and they taking it and they pass it on and pass it on and pass it on. That's why you don't even see not one African American designer, household designer. A lot of the designers are other ethnicities, and it's not just being Caucasian. You have Chinese designers, that's another popular designers that you usually see, but there's not one big household name of an African American designer, and it kind of sucks, because that's where I feel like it all originated from, but it gets looked over because of everything else.
But hey man, you gonna make a change, man. You gonna be a household name, so stay tuned. Like, seriously though. So I see Kanye West, he's trying to get up there.
Oh yeah, Kanye doing his thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So who would you want to collaborate with, like on some designs and stuff like that?
I like the underdogs. I'm an underdog myself. I'm really not, it's a lot of people that I know here in Cleveland that I went to school with that design, and they haven't started their own clothing brand lines. Like, I know they're interested in starting a line, but like some of the kids that I was going to school with, dope, like raw. And if it's not just as far as pushing out a whole clothing line, but they might be just raw and making jackets, or they might just be raw in pants, or somebody just raw, like she made dope skirts. Like, it's a lot of people I really, like, I would love to work with Balmain. He's hot. Like, Oscar De La Renta used to work with him back, well, not with the guy that's the creator director now, but he used to work with Balmain with another designer back in the day before he even had Oscar De La Renta. And I would love to work with Balmain. Like, I think me and him together would be dope, because I will be bringing that Oscar De La Renta to him, So I think that would be like the main designer that I would want to collab with right now in this time. But as far as that, I would rather work with the underdogs, the people that haven't really got themselves out there but really super dope and really know how to make something happen, because I know how it feels to be that underdog and nobody's looking at you, but you dope, but nobody's taking the time to look. And if I could take all of these underdogs that's dope at what they do and then come out with something, it'll be the dopest thing ever.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's talk about Ashley, man, because probably 2 weeks ago I did a behind-the-scenes video. It's actually coming soon. Probably going to drop it on Friday. And guess who work was in it? Homeboy. His work was dope. The model, she was excited. She was saying, like, one of the clothes looked like Whitney Houston.
From Cinderella.
Yeah. That's what she was talking about.
Right.
The dress, the white dress with the roses, man, dope. You make some red carpet type stuff, man. And tell me how you and Ashley collaborate and ideas and stuff like that y'all execute together.
Right. So me and Ashley, she had contacted me to do a photo shoot, because she's just starting her brand out. She's another underdog to me. Like, she's really dope, and a lot of people like just getting hip to her, but her work is amazing and her team is amazing. Like, they really do a lot of good work. Like, not only Ashley, but her makeup artist is really good, like super dope. Her also Chaz with Destiny Fulfilled. She's done a lot of videos for me. As you could, if you haven't seen it, look for it, go on her page, and we got some more videos coming out for you. But dope, like, they work is just like flawless, and it's like magazine covers. Like, even when I work with people, I want it to be able to look like, because right where we live at, it's hard to get that industry look. And it's like they actually gives me that industry look when she takes her pictures, as far as just, even when the way that she conducts herself in front of the models, because anybody can just take pictures, but it's all about how you direct that model. And not only Ashley, like, I've done a photo shoot with Marcel, with he has his own photography agency. Who else? Natasha Herbert. That's my girl. Like, she's done a lot of different shows. Like, all of these people, they work. If I worked with you, you dope. Cause I like working with the dopest and the special people here in Cleveland, and I love it. Like, and I really appreciate what they do, because they have the passion that I have, but it's just their own special gift that was given to them, and that's why I mess with them, and y'all mess with them too, because if you a model, you need headshots, hit them up. Like, let them know. Like, get a comp card. A lot of models don't know. You need a comp card to make it in this industry. And a lot of people don't have those correct comp cards. So contact these people. When you have events going on, contact these people, even if it's just a birthday party, you wanna capture that memory.
What are your goals for your clothing line?
My goals for my clothing line, I definitely want to go into evening wear and into bridal. I want to have like the Oscar De La Rentas, the Vera Wang's, Gucci's, Tommy Hilfiger, you name it. I feel like Indelible DC will be one of those top house names in the next couple of years. Like, literally, I say in the next 2 years, you'll be able to walk into the store in Saks Fifth and be able to buy Indelible DC. If it's not in 2 years, it's coming. And I want to be able to, produce well-made garments for all different types of people. It's not just for one specific type. I want to be able to please everyone and present a couture line that can be sold worldwide.